My story began since childhood, when I was 5 years old, and I see a dream that is always repeated, which is that I am in a car that drives on its own, and there was only a strange-looking creature devoid of features next to me reassuring me. Then I remember that I visited with my family a place that looked like a small island, and in the middle of it there was an abandoned tower, and it was 11 o'clock at night. The tower consisted of circular stairs extending to the top, and after we reached the top, I began to hear strange sounds and see, and there was no one else but us. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell button to receive all new. We did not move until the windows began to open and close forcefully on their own. There was no air to help move them, and suddenly it was as if someone started throwing stones at us. It started on a day when I was asleep and I saw the most frightening dream in my life, which is that I am being chased by demons that I did not see in their form, but I saw them in the form of my acquaintances around me, and suddenly they turned into frightening forms. Whenever I resort to someone, I cry to him and tell him what happened to me, and he laughs in my face, and he also turns into a frightening figure. I woke up heartbroken and looked at the window next to me and saw a black cat. So I read Ayat al-Kursi and it completely disappeared. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell button to receive all new. The woman was hovering around the house looking for something, back and forth in front of me, cursing religion and God. The man was standing in front of me watching me and did not move or say a word. I told her, "What you are looking for, maybe I can help you." I felt a lot of pain. And when I read a verse, and recite what was revealed to you from the Book of Solomon. After that day, these dreams did not stop. I remember one day that I had a dream that I grabbed the Quran and it started burning my hand. In the dream, I went to a sheikh and told him what I saw, and he told me, "It is too late." One day I dreamed that a demon was in my room and the room was dark and I was outside and her child was with her. When I came back I opened the door and a small thing came out running and she stayed in front of the door looking at me. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell button to receive all new. And one day, I do not remember how everything happened, but I was talking to a person. I do not know if he was a genie, a demon, or just a fantasy. He always told me that he would stay with me and tell me that he felt everything. I was sleeping and I felt a hand around my neck and I couldn't breathe with it. When I was crying, I begged him to stop hugging me and telling me, "Don't be afraid, I am doing all this for your own good." As for my studies, it deteriorated. I do not know why my first year at the university stopped. Since the first months, I cried for my family to take me back. I never felt safe, and I did not trust anyone, and whenever I had a situation with people, this strange man would say to me. I established many friendships in order to distract myself from everything that happened to me and focus on my studies, but my psychological state continued to deteriorate and I continued to go with my uncle for treatment with legal ruqyah, but to no avail. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell button to receive all new. After I was that girl who stayed the night and finished reading the Quran every week, and I only cared about pleasing my parents, my Lord, and my studies, I completely moved away from my religion, abandoned the Quran, stopped praying, and started smoking, taking drugs, and drinking alcohol. My mother came to visit me in the country where I study. She insisted that I return to treatment after she noticed that I had moved away from my religion and had become very introverted. One day while the sheikh was reading, I began to regain consciousness a little, but I could not open my eyes. I told my mother and she in turn informed the sheikh, and we went back to the same episode. And that this man was tortured a lot, and foam came out of my mouth. I did not hear about this drug, that it is related to black magic, and that it has a chemical compound that some people could not identify, and it is called this drug, but I did not believe it and I tried it. I entered into a state of hysteria, and what my friends told me was that I started speaking in incomprehensible words and my facial expressions changed to a specific form. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell button to receive all new. The first time I saw someone raping me, and I had woken up, but I could not move or speak, and I really felt strong pain all over my body and I found wounds, and once I saw that Satan was holding my head and putting it on the ground and saying to me, "She is a Christian, and she is 7 years old, and she was also ordered to remain in my body by her father, who is one of the great leaders, and that before her was her older brother, who is 23 years old, and now they are torturing him because he left my body." If you liked the story, give a like, and add a comment. And subscribe to the channel. And do the bell button. And wait for us in new stories.